friends, today we'll start with a topic called reproduction in animals. Before we start this topic called reproduction, let's talk about a very important term called life process. Life process is associated with all the living organisms such as human being, cat, dog, all they used to perform essential life process for the survival and the maintenance of their body. If this life process stops, then definitely their life will end up. Why? Because all this life process, due to the life process, all this life process such as we can say there's nutrition, respiration, excretion, all the is associated with their body, and in this body if any this process stop, then it will end up. But along with this life process, there is an also very important term, we can say reproduction is also equally important for their life. How we can say that? See, reproduction, if it will not there in their life, it will not end up, their life will not end up at all, means it will not disturb their survival of the life, but still it has an important. Why we can say this? Because due to reproduction, we can say why it's important. The population of growth, species survival, evolution, all this will possible. So if they want to sustain their life and upcoming near future, all these species are going to sustain, then they have to keep on this continuous process called reproduction. What is this? We call a term reproduction. It's a biological process in which existing animal produce a new individual or offspring of similar type, thus ensuring the continuity of the species. What it telling that? It is one kind of a biological process in which that existing animal produce a new individual. यानी अगर गाय है, भैंस है, उनके जो बच्चे होंगे तभी वो आगे नए नए जनरेशन, नई स्पीसीज को जन्म देते जाएंगे और इस तरह से उनकी स्पीसीज कंटिन्यूटी रहेगी. नहीं तो क्या होगा कि वो एंड हो जाएगा. अगर एक मान लो एक इमेजिन करो कि एक कैट अर्थ पे है और उस कैट ने अगर जन्म ही नहीं दिया तो उसका जो है एंड हो जाएगा. So what if he gives a birth? If she gives a birth, then only the continuity of its species will last. So it is very important. Likewise, human being also. Suppose I have any child, then only in near future it's going to survive. My whole generation will last. So it is very equally important like this. Now, if we talk about the reproduction, what are the modes of reproduction? Basically, living organisms. We having in animal case, there are basically two modes. One is asexual reproduction, another is sexual reproduction. Let's talk about what is called asexual reproduction. In this asexual reproduction, it involves only single parents. Means only single parent is responsible for the asexual reproduction. Here the offspring which is formed, it's having identical, it's quite similar to the parent only. Okay, here in this process it involves mitosis. Mitosis is what? Only mother cells which giving the birth to the daughter cells having equal number of the chromosomes. It's not a different. It is quite similar. That's why it is quite similar to that parent only. Likewise, we can say if for example we have binary fission of amoeba. When amoeba used to produce the same type of amoeba, it's having the same features. It is basically found in the unisexual. Then also fragmentation in starfish, in the case of budding in yeast, and it's very easy and very short time it takes, and it is quite identical to the parents. On the other hand, if we talk about sexual reproduction, it involves two parents, male and female gametes. Why? Male and female gametes, without male and female gamete, fusion of male and female gamete, it is not possible. After the fusion, the zygote is formed, and from this zygote later on a offspring develops. Okay, here it takes a longer time. Comparatively, it is a longer process and it is very complicated. So human being, cat, dog, all this coming in this category.